Today we're showing how two stepper drives have been integrated with a Maple System HMI-PLC. This is the model HMC3. You can see my two stepper motors sitting right here. These are integrated stepper motors. We're building a small conveyor to move these tiny plastic vials from a sorting table into a case. The belt we'll be using is this tiny belt right here, which will go around these stepper motors like this and carry those vials away. The heart of the system is to get the stepper drives working. The Maple Systems HMIs come with a Pulse Width Modulated Output, so we're using that to generate the frequency for our stepper motor. These stepper motors are set for 200 pulses per revolution. It's very easy to do. You can see right here the dip switches that are used to set that. These are really nice little drives. Very inexpensive. About a little over $100 for these two drives. So we set it up so that we could control both stepper drives from here. Since each expansion module of the Maple system has two outputs that can be used for pulse width modulation, we're using one of them per module. We've got two expansion modules on here, so we're using one for each motor. And instead of configuring the second pulse width modulation output for PWM, we changed it to discrete I/O so that we can get a sourcing output to change the direction of the motor. So if I turn both the motors on right here, I am turning on, I'm using an 800 pulse signal on a 200 pulse motor, so I'm getting about 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 revolutions a second out of the motor right now. If I want to change directions, I just take the direction bit high, and that'll make the motors run in opposite directions when I do that. Now they run in the same direction. Now they're running in the other way, or I can have them both running backwards. So the way we want to run this one is like this. Also, a feature of the Maple Systems Pulse Width Output is I can adjust the speed on the fly. So now I've got 200 on one motor and 800 on the other. This is very handy when you're managing a system. That I went to 80 instead of 800. Now they're both running the same. Very handy for programming, very easy to use. Maple Systems HMC3000 with Pulse Width Modulation and Automation Direct, using the integrated stepper motor D. This particular one we have is the 17X, so it's a frame 17 motor. That's really, really small. Those pulleys are 2 inches in diameter. No, I'm sorry, they're 1.5 inches in diameter.